In this section of the video tutorial, we will discuss and demonstrate how a teacher can create a worksheet or home assignment for the students, and how can they assign it to the different students, and how can they analyze the performance of the students related to those topics. So I will use a demo account today to demonstrate this. So I'm logging in at Zahir. Now once Zahir logs in, he can go to the navigation bar. This is the study section where you can see class 6 maths. He can go to class 6 maths. Now for example, if he wants to create an assignment or something for a different year, he can go and select change the year. So obviously we are not interested in that now. I will use class 6 topics to demonstrate this. Now let's say he is teaching me and medic medium in this class. He goes to the topic. There are various options available on the right side, which you can see. Now these are different type of options available for him. He can view all the questions which are related to this topic on the platform. He has option to create a topic worksheet. He also has option to view students' performance. Now here he can only view students' performance related to the same school where he is in, and that will be shown based on the real-time order. So latest performance will be shown first. Let me just click on this and show you how it will look like. So once he clicks on this, he can see that there are different attempts made by different users. So for example, Anshoja attempted recently, he scored 60% mark. Previously he has attempted the same topic and he scored 40% mark. Prior to that he attempted it again and he scored 60% mark. You can see earlier Yashoja attempted and he scored 80%. Prior to that he scored 50%. So this is 5 attempts made by 2 different students in the class, and he can see topic related performance here. Press the go back button, it will take you to the previous page. Now there are separate sections available within here where there are worksheets available related to the topic. Teacher has an option to select a specific worksheet or assign homework and assign it to the different users, or they can create their own worksheet here by choosing create topic worksheet. So first I will show you how to assign a worksheet, then I will go and tell you how to create a worksheet. Let's go to the worksheet 1. So once you go to the worksheet 1, there are again various controls available here. One control shows test paper results. So this section will show you the performance of the students on this specific worksheet. So for example, if I click here, I can see that Yashoja has attempted it recently, he got 0% marks. Anshoja has attempted it recently and he got 80% marks. So obviously either something went wrong with Yashoja's performance or he has performed very poorly. Now let's go and try to assign it to him. So for example, I want to assign it to Ansh. The moment I start typing, it will be autocomplete and it will show all the people, or actually students, in the school and matching with that name. So once I recognize the name, year and curriculum, I can select the person and I can press the assign test button. Once I press the assign test button, I got an error message. The error message said this test was already assigned to the user earlier, which was obviously reflected on the test paper results tab. So obviously I cannot assign the same test back again. I will go and create a new test paper and show you how to assign it to the user. So let's go to the create topic worksheet. Now these options are only available to the teacher and principal. The students cannot create a worksheet, and that this feature will only be available with the teachers. Now once you press the create topic worksheet, you can see all the questions related to this topic are available on this page. On the right side you can see view worksheet details. Let's click that. So that shows there is nothing available here to save. Now I will show you roughly 10 questions we'll add, and we'll create a worksheet and then assign it to the users. So let's start from something. I'm not going to select questions properly, but obviously if you're a teacher, you need to read the questions and select it based on what you want to give to your students for the important. Here I will just show you some 10 random ones for illustration. So all these questions are related to the topic mean and median. Now I'm just keeping a rough count. I added like 5 questions so far. 6, 7. Now even by mistake, if you press the button twice for the same question, this question will only be added once. So system takes care of any repetitive questions and it will not add any. Let's go into beginning, right? So you can see now there are 11 questions within the system I added, and one of them is a repetition, which you can see question 044 and question 044 here. But don't worry about it. Once you save the worksheet, one of the questions will be ignored, so there will not be any repetition. Now let's press the save worksheet button. Save worksheet. So this worksheet has been created successfully. Let's go back. So once you press the go back button, you can go to the previous page. Let's go to the study. We are talking about the median topic. Now as you can see, earlier there were only 2 worksheets available. This is the worksheet here, which is worksheet here. This is the one which we have created. Now if you want to assign it to a new user now, you can start typing. So now you can see I'll show you 2 ways to assign it to different users. One way you can select the individual student and assign it. Second way, you can use a contact group and select the contact group to assign it to all the students within that contact group. That way you can just maintain one contact group and keep all the students within that peer group within the contact list, so that everything can be done with just one single click. So I'll show you both ways. First, let's assign it to Ansh. Okay, looks like this worksheet 3 was not the right one. Okay, I have to go and try again. Worksheet 2, 31. Okay, let's go to the worksheet 1. Yeah, now you can see the difference here, right? The other worksheets were not showing me full information because I was not the test creator. So for example, here see these ones, this shows me information but I cannot change anything here. Whereas if I go to this worksheet which I have created just now, it shows the test creator is without arrow, and that information is only visible to other people can't see it. And then I can change the test details as well. If I want to, I can change the test duration in number of minutes. This is just for illustration, I'm not going to use it now. I can put a test expiry date, so after that particular date, this test will not be available anymore. I'm not going to cover too much of this, so let's look and assign this to Ansh. And you may have noticed another important stuff here. There is a delete test paper option available here. That means if I'm the owner of this worksheet, I can delete it as well, which is not available with the other worksheet because I was not the owner. So assign it to Ansh. Okay, now you can see new task detail has been added, right? There's Another way you can assign it to different groups. So for example, I will use the group which is there in my contact list, which is testing students. So I've added 2 students there. I will use this list and assign it to all the students which are there. Now once I press the button, obviously the task detail has been added. Let's log in and I'll show you. Now I'll show you both that Ansh has been assigned a test paper as well as other people in that contact list who are also assigned test paper. Now once Ansh logs in, you can see there is a new task which is added on the dashboard. It shows Zahir Umar has assigned worksheet number this one is completed before the deadline. Ansh can go there. You can see the details related to the worksheet which is an assignment for him to complete. You can go to the start task and this is exactly the same worksheet which he needs to attend. Now one thing which you may have noticed, this worksheet has only 10 questions, so that means the repetitive question which was there in the worksheet has not been included. Now you can attempt the question and submit the answer. I'm not going to solve it, I'm just showing you some basic examples, so I'll just select things randomly. Obviously that will impact the score of Ansh, but we can ignore it for now. Okay, as you can see that because I've been selecting all this randomly, so score is very poor. He has only scored 20% marks. And you can go and review each question. So obviously the red ones show that these answers were incorrect. Now you can go and review these and probably find an answer. Now when you go to the dashboard, that worksheet has already gone from here. And you can see the recent performance report where data handling the recent one has been added and it shows 20% mark which is scored. I'll log out again and log in as another user who was part of the testing students group. Now even Yash has been assigned the same test. Now you can see the same test paper which Ansh has executed. I'm not going to attempt it here, I will just show you the answer. So let's log out and we will log in as Zahir again to show you that Zahir can analyze the results of different students, which is very important for a teacher because obviously he needs to know how different students is performing in that topic. So you go to the mean and median. We'll go to the worksheet 1. Now let's go, there are other options available, edit test paper and these ones where he can go and actually refine the test paper if he wants to, but we are not covering that now. Test paper results. Once he presses that, you can see that Ansh has already attempted and he has scored 20% marks, which is really a poor mark. Right? So he knows that he needs to work harder on Ansh on this topic because Ansh probably does not understand the concepts. This is just for illustration, and we will cover how to create a test paper in a separate video session, and we'll also show you how to create a new contact group so that you can add all the contacts of students within a single contact group and assign tasks or assign test paper to all the users in a single clip. Let's now